Hi, this is Adekyn again. Welcome to our second Grand Ages Rome Reign of Augustus mission walkthrough. This one is the settling Borbetomagus. I hope I said that close to correctly. This is a nice looking map. As you can see, it's a little river valley. There's two challenges I think with this particular mission. The biggest one, the obvious one, is there's not much fertile land, and so unless you've got a lot of estates pumping you with food or raw materials for making food, you've got perhaps an issue, but it's really not that big a deal. I'll show you how to handle it. But the other thing is that the space is kind of constrained. There's not really great space for building out your community. So I skipped fast forward there. I actually started making the roads, and I wanted to tell you that I make the roads all through the whole community, all through the whole map, and it takes a while. So I spared you having to watch me do that whole thing. And now I'm still in pause mode. I'm still starting the mission. I've queued up my drafted squad, in this case squads, put them out on a rally point, and I'm looking around to decide what to do. I'm going to lay out an aqueduct, and basically the main purpose of it is to supply water to that farm, that one farm we have over here. And here is the crucial point of the whole game. Believe it or not, right there, that was it. Picking where you're going to build your settlement. I've moved it there because that left side of that is nice and flat. There's a flat area all around. There's some hills up there where I'm putting that logging camp, but we'll just let him log up there and leave the hill alone. But you've got a good valley there, plenty of size room here to place your buildings. Remember, we have to build 30 houses to succeed in this mission. And the thing about it is, if you don't pick that spot, if you happen to go a little bit more to the right as we're looking at it right now, you're going to run out of space quickly, and you're going to have a very hard time making any kind of thing with 30 houses. And it just becomes a pain to try to get buildings. You have to go to alternate sites. You have to build multiple butcher-baker combinations. It's just really a pain, but picking this one, you'll see just how easy all this becomes. Now I've spaced out. Notice how my insulae back away from the fountain, but you probably noticed I put that bakery out there just to see what boundaries it gave me, and I kind of got a mental image of how far out I can go. I'm not ready to build the bakery yet. It'd be a waste to build it right now when I don't have my basic infrastructure going, but I wanted to see where I should put it, and where my houses need to go. So, and remember our concept, or my concept basically for building, is to build 3 circles of buildings. Core buildings in the middle, houses in the second ring outside that, and then outside that a third ring of buildings that affect the entire map, such as hospitals, philosophers' academies, libraries, things like that. So you got your 3 ring, and in this case, this one will go by quickly, and we're only going to have 2 rings. But at any rate, we're building here. We're getting our one source of food. We're going to set up a wheat field, and you notice I put it kind of down there off the road because I want to save that road space for trading posts. And so we're going to set up the whole food production chain, which would be wheat field, mills, and then bakery. So I'm putting the mills out here now, and I've got those houses, the insulae, out about as far as they can go away from the food that eventually is going to be up there near the fountain. And so I'm just setting it up so that these mills can go to work. And you only need one to actually do this, but the wheat will support more than one, and you might as well have the guys employed. And you can see the crime popping up there. That's because I've waited a little bit long to build my bakery, so these guys are getting tired of going hungry. So I'm putting the bakery in. As soon as it's finished, then everything will be cool, because they'll have enough food to eat. They won't have great food to get them goods, but they will have enough to be happy. Except for this guy right here, this food's a little low and he doesn't have a job. So we're going to give him a job and take care of that issue. And let's see. Trying to build another mill. I picked the wrong thing. There we go. Finally got it right. So now we'll build another mill and put these people to work. Let's see, where are we going after this? Okay, you can see that our hastati has just about taken our trade post, and that's going to open up the trading portion. This trading is huge, and we ought to talk about that. Trading is the huge concept really in this one that kind of makes everything work. If you aren't able to produce the goods, don't forget you can still go out and get them. You can import them. They cost you denarii, but if you've got enough goods being produced by your folks that you can trade back out and offset those costs, then you can actually make a profit on your trade, even though you're buying some of the raw materials that you need. And speaking of that, I would suggest buying the raw material like the linen to make clothes, but don't buy the clothes. Go ahead and set up your clothes production in your own community, and that way you have another house, another equine house, basically that is for the clothing one, and just buy the raw material that you need, and go at it that way. So let's see. We're building a temple now. So